Berardi Immigration Law is a great resource for the latest in immigration news and trends. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel. It really helps out the channel. And click that notification bell so you never miss a video from Berardi Immigration Law.
Hi everyone, it's Gabriella Augustinelli with Berardi Immigration Law, and this is going to be a quick video going over the H-1B CAP registration process. So, for those of you who don't recall, the H-1B CAP process is what we go through for first-time applicants in the H-1B lottery, because the H-1B category is governed by a lottery since demand so far outweighs supply. And the government's way of determining who gets chosen in the lottery is that it creates these electronic registration portals where we can have employers submit a registration on behalf of each individual applicant they wish to sponsor in the H-1B lottery. And once that application registration is entered, at the end of March, there will be an electronic selection process, completely randomized, where USCIS will determine who gets selected into the lottery. And then should that individual be selected in the lottery, then the employer can proceed to filing an H-1B petition on their behalf. But this week, what we're able to do is have the employer actually create the employer portal. That opened on February 21st, although there was a big glitch, and it's not until today, February 23rd, where the employer has actually been able to set up their page. Now, on March 1st, the government is opening up the lottery, which means that between March 1st and March 17th, this is the period, and the only period of the entire year, where the employer is able to enter the registration on behalf of their employee. An important thing to note is that, like I said before, this is a completely randomized process for selection. So what happens is, while we do have to provide very basic information about the employer and about the applicant, there's nothing in the registration itself that has anything to do with the nature of the position itself. So if you're worried, am I going to have less of a chance of selection because my job duties are maybe not very strong, or maybe it's not a specialty occupation position, the government won't even know that at the time of selection. Now, the only thing that is going to make a difference in terms of likelihood of selection is that if you have obtained a master's degree from a U.S. institution, you are going to have a higher chance of selection because there's going to be two waves of selections for you. Number one, the first wave, where the government is selecting among all applicants for 65,000 visa numbers, and the second being an additional 20,000 number selection for individuals who have received a master's degree or higher from a U.S. institution of higher education. And again, we are not notified of selection until about March 31st. On average, that's what it has been in the last few years where this system has been put in place. And if you are selected, we know because the employer and or the attorney who submitted a G-28 confirming their representation in the registration will receive a notification that an update to the account has been made in my.uscis.gov. Now, in the past few years, there's been more than one wave of selection, and that's because after the initial selection in March, that is, there have been a second or third selections because insufficient petitions were submitted after the first wave of selection happened. It's anyone's guess to know if that's going to happen again. Again, guys, we're talking about 85,000 visa numbers, and there are anticipated numbers of 700,000 registrations being submitted this year for 85,000 visa numbers. So it's anyone's guess to know how many of those people are actually going to submit the petition when they're selected. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have that information once we get to the end of March, and we'll fill you in with more details then. But if you are putting your name in the lottery, I'm sending all the best vibes your way. I hope you do get selected. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that notification button so you never miss one of these important updates. Also, check out the Berardi blog that's on our website at berardiimmigrationlaw.com. The blog is updated 2 to 3 times a week, contains tons of up-to-date information on policies and trends. You won't want to miss it.